If you're working a 9 to 5 right now, you're tougher than you think. Waking up when you don't feel like it, showing up regardless, and doing it again and again. Most people couldn't handle that. And here's the truth. If you can build someone else's vision every day, you can build your own. You just haven't applied it yet. My people, thank you for joining me, man. It's just a paper boy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, then you already know, man. I appreciate your support. Today, we're talking about that 9 to 5, that grind. Yeah? Because I'm sure some of you should know already that I'm new to it. I haven't done it much. And I'm getting used to it. It's different. That's all I can say. It's different. But what I will say is, to all my 9 to 5ers that, I've been doing this. This has been something that you've been doing. You've grown up in the 9 to 5 environment. I'd like to let you know. I'd like to tell you that you're tougher than you think, man. But people don't see it. That 9 to 5 grind, waking up when you don't feel like it. It requires grit. It requires determination. And these are the things that make you. Do you know what I mean? Like, these are the things that you're built of. You show up regardless, even if you don't feel like, even if it's people that you don't like working with. You still wake up and grind because you know that you got bills to pay. Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but go and grab my free 7-day reset ebook. The link is in the bio. Now let's get back to this. It's discipline, man. A lot of people might look at the 9 to 5 grind like it's basic. And honestly, there's nothing basic about it, man. You are a cog in a machine. And without you, without that cog, things can fall apart. It doesn't run as smoothly without you than it does with you. You're valuable. You're a valuable piece of that machine, a valuable part of that company. What I do see, I see consistency. I see structure. These are the things that I see in someone who works a 9 to 5 because I'm a part of that now. And these are the tools that I now possess. But one thing I will say is that what most people don't realize is what you're building for somebody else, you could be building for yourself because you've got all the ingredients. That's the word I think I was looking for. It wasn't tools. You've got all the ingredients. You show up regardless of your mood. You know how to follow through with a commitment. You know how to operate under pressure. That's elite, man. That's elite behavior right there. You know what I mean? But this is where people go wrong. They do all that building for somebody else, but they're not willing to build for themselves. They're not willing to take on a 8 till 12, or even if it was just even an hour a night, hour a evening, concentrating on a business of your own. You'd be surprised how far that will take you, especially with the likes of AI and automation. If you just spent an hour an evening trying to figure some of that stuff out, you could probably build a company. I know you can build a company. This is what you lot need to start doing with your evenings. Like what I do in my evenings. When I finish work, I come back, I get on the computer, I'll record something, or I'm looking into some form of AI, maybe to help me to streamline what I'm doing. It's very important, man. And it's so much easier now with the likes of AI to build something. When you clock out from work, that is not permission to clock out of life. You should be clocking back in. When you clock out of work, you should really be clocking back into your 8 till 12. Give yourself a couple of hours. You finish at 6, give yourself 2 hours, get home, eat, if you want to watch a little show. But after that show's done, you should be building something for yourself. The same energy that you give to your employer, you should be giving that same energy to yourself when you get to your house. Honestly, it's a must, man. that same energy that you give to your employer could potentially change your situation to where you might not have to work for that employer again. The opportunities out there they're endless. And do you know where I saw all the opportunity? Honestly, I saw it when I left the road and when I was in jail. I saw all the opportunity. That's why you see me pretty much every day on YouTube. That's why you see me every day without fail. You see me on TikTok since the 13th of January. These are the reasons, because the opportunity is out there and there's loads of it. But you got to get your mind right, man. You have to get your mind right. The opportunity will not come to you. Don't see your 9 to 5 as a trap. Start seeing it as a training ground. This is where you're building your discipline, your commitment, where you turn up every day because you do for work. So why wouldn't you do it for yourself? If you can build for somebody else 5 days a week, why can't you build 3 or 4 hours in the evening for yourself? You give your job 8 hours, 9 hours a day, and you can't give yourself 3 or 4 hours in the evening. You can. Imagine what you could build if you applied that same consistency to your own life. Like I said, even if it's 1 hour, man. My people, respect the hustle. Honestly, respect the hustle, respect your 9 to 5, but do not stop there. It's just a paper boy, man, and I'll catch you on the next one.